to.
My name is David Ransbottom, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my experiences in county jail and state prison. I started off in the county jail, fighting my case for about 3 years, and I learned a lot about the life of an inmate. Pretty much when you get to county jail, at least from my experience, you gotta pick a side. White boys run with white boys, blacks run with blacks, gang members run with gang members. The only exception really is if you decide to run Christian, then it's a safe way to go, but it's looked down upon. You're looked at like you're weak, so a lot of individuals kind of stray from that. And while I was in county jail, I bounced around from the max to the medium facilities. Stay out of trouble long enough and you get rewarded with a little bit more free time throughout your day. And then I made my way to the reception center at San Quentin State Prison. And I can remember as a kid driving by that place and telling my mom I wanted to go there sometime. Wanted to visit it because it looked like a castle and it looked cool. It's nothing but cool. I mean, it was definitely not cool, let me say that. When I got there, it was, I remember a February evening. I got there during the day, but by the time I got housed, it was evening. And it was a foggy, cold, rainy day turned into a foggy, cold, rainy night. And I remember going into the adjustment center because I got in a fight my first day in prison in R&R. And I got sent to the adjustment center, which for those of you that don't know is the hole. And when I walked in the hole, I seen 5 tiers high and 50 cells long of just guys hanging out the window or hanging out the bars, banging on the bars, making noise, wanting to know who I was, who I ran with, where I came from. And one of the first things they always ask you every time you end up in a new place is, did you come with anything? And when they ask you, did you come with anything, that's pretty much they're asking you if you have any dope on you. You got any drugs? Because it's the culture. Everybody in prison wants to escape, and the only way to truly escape for most people is to get high.
And David, if you don't mind saying for the listeners, what is it that you were convicted of?
I got convicted of first-degree residential burglary, first-degree robbery, and then I got a 10-year gun enhancement. Essentially, my crime was a home invasion, though, but I took a deal, plea bargain, which brought me 18 years, and I did 15, got out a little bit early on good behavior.
Good. So what would you say are some words, names, terms that are just a no-go in prison? Avoid at all costs.
You learn about prison in county jail. The whole time you're in county jail, they're grooming you for prison to make you a good convict. And one of the first things they tell you is if you ever get disrespected, you're to get off. Handle your business. Get off where you're mad at. And there's 3 words.
And for those who don't know, what does get off mean?
Oh, excuse me. They tell you to get off. It means you're fighting. It doesn't matter really if you win. I mean, of course it feels good and looks good to win, but you gotta fight. You gotta defend yourself, defend your honor, for the most part. And jail and prison, there's no honor amongst thieves. So what you're defending isn't very thin. I mean, it isn't very thick. It's a real thin thing. But there's 3 main words that you don't want to ever say or call somebody.
Uh-oh.
Don't matter how mad you get, is you never call somebody a punk, a fag, or a bitch. All three refer to a homosexual of some sort, and if you're somebody's punk, fag, or a bitch, then you're the bottom of the echelon. You're the lowest of the low, and you're scum. So that's the ultimate disrespect. If you ever want to get a fight, just call somebody that, and
Say one of those words.
you're for sure gonna get yourself into a fight. There's a lot of other things.
Doesn't matter how you say it. What if you say biatch?
You just stay away from those words.
Okay.
Stay away from those phrases.
Okay.
There's other things that you could, you try to run and avoid. Just like society right now, the N word. You got to be careful. Certain individuals don't want to hear anybody that's not black say it. Other individuals don't want to hear, somebody who's not down say it. And when I say down, that's usually an individual like myself that runs with the blacks, even though you're not black-skinned, you're not African-American. You still run with the blacks. You still program with them. You eat with them. You break bread with them. You drink with them. You do your dope with them. You hustle with them. If they fight, you fight. You got their back. And that's being down, I guess.
Okay. And what are the main differences between county jail and then if you actually go to prison?
So I'm sure most people that'll tell you that have been in prison is way better than county jail. County jail sucks.
It is interesting.
Yeah, county jail. Every county's different. Every facility's different. But a lot of county jails are 23-hour lockdown. You only get an hour out of your cell. So it's a lot of cell time. It's a lot of reflection. You don't get out of your cell much, so it's a lot of confinement. Prison, you got a job. Everybody has to have a job. You have to function. Unless you're in the hole or the adjustment center, you are doing something. You got a job, you get to go to the yard, work out, talk to the homeboys, play basketball, play sports, hustle, buy cigarettes, buy weed, buy dope, whatever you want to do. It's a little city, and prison's just like, the outside. It's a city amongst, thieves. It's a city amongst a city, and everything you can get outside, you can get inside. It's just, higher demand, so it's a higher price.
That's very interesting. So it is like a little community in itself, or made up of a bunch of little communities, I guess, depending on who you run with, right?
Yeah.
And what would you say, I hear horrible things about prison food. So I've also heard there are things that people do about it. So what are some of the things that you used to do for food? I mean...
So, you don't starve in prison, that's for sure. Most guys you see, they go to prison going sucked up, going skinny on dope. And you put on weight in prison because they feed you pretty good as far as a balanced meal. Lots of carbs, lots of protein, nowadays lots of soy. But the food's bland. It's no taste. It's not salty. There's not a lot of pepper in it. The desserts ain't got sugar in it. And that's because of our own demise.
I don't know if I'd be able to hang with that.
Yeah, the food's really bland. You're lucky to get butter on your bread. You get food, but if you want to eat good and you want to enjoy yourself, a lot of guys make spreads. It's a way to eat and get full, as well as eat with others and enjoy your meal. Most everything's made in a garbage bag. Lots of dehydrated stuff, top ramen, rice, refried beans, pre-cooked summer sausages, hot cheese crunchies, all different kinds of things you can put in spread. Mayonnaise is one of the greatest, some spread on a tortilla with some mayonnaise is delicious.
I don't know if I'm going to be trying any anytime soon, but Maybe we'll have another episode with you, and maybe you can make a spread for us live on video. I don't know. Maybe some people might want to try it at home. We'll see.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. And so what you know? Let's talk about some. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at you right now, and I don't see any. But do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay. Do you mind showing one? Oh, there we go. Now I can see some. So it looks like you have maybe some Chinese letters. What does that say?
Well,
Oh, got some more. All right.
when I went to prison, I had 7 tattoos. I had my name, David, my middle name, Forrest. I had friendship and family in Japanese calligraphy.
Oh, Japanese.
My forearms and my biceps, and as you see, I added a little bit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Had my last name across my back. A tribute to my pops and to my god brother on each shoulder.
Shout him out.
Yeah, and I just moved on from there. A lot of this is my own artwork, things that mean stuff to me, things that I liked, admired, enjoyed. Now I have my entire back covered. I have my chest covered.
Oh, wow.
I have my arms.
Got a lot going on.
Short sleeves, socks from the ankle to the bottom of the knee, my rib cages. So I got a lot of art.
Well, I gotta say, everything that I've heard so far is very interesting. Some of the stuff I've never heard before, so thank you so much. We are running out of time here, so I just want to say thank you for this episode. We will be back with you soon so we can get a little bit more insight into the prison life. Hopefully next time you can give us some insight on possibly when, as a prisoner, you would have to decide to run with the gang or go with the Christians or, whatever it may be. But maybe you can let us know about that next time.
All right.
Thank you so much.